So we've spoken about Urban Meyer before, and we're going to do it again now. And I will preface all of this by saying no coach is perfect. All coaches, to be a coach, especially at the college level, when you have to recruit, involves some lying, some manipulation, involves some being selfish because, first of all, you can't promise that you're going to be there. You don't know. And the way the rules are skewed, even if you want to pay the players, it's not on you. So being a coach is sort of a skeevy job. I admit that. Urban Meyer takes it to another level. Cardale Jones, the quarterback that came in not this past season, the season before, an injury, was third string, and Ohio State looked like they were done, and they actually reeled off 3 huge victories, Big Ten championship, first playoff game, and the championship, with behind Ezekiel Elliott, a great offensive line, a great defense, and Cardale Jones came out recently and said the NCAA is a joke, da-da-da-da-da. Not really, he wasn't going to, it's not worth going to classes, it's a joke, it's a mess. Well, of course, even more recently, his now former coach, Urban Meyer, didn't really endorse him, said he was never academic, said he was never his guy. Really? First of all, Urban Meyer, if he had left a year ago, he would have been a late first-round pick, at worst a second-round pick. He had a 3-game run where people weren't worried about breaking him down, they were worried about lifting him up. He was a guy that was going unscathed and was going to sneak in there and be a pretty high draft pick for a guy no one knew of 2 or 3 months earlier. And what happened? You, Urban Meyer, you talked him out of it, and you talked him into staying. He then showed who he really was, who had a guy who had a lot of flaws. He didn't really start for you at all this year. He sort of was a mess, and now he's slated to be a 5th-round pick, maybe a 4th-round pick, in a major project. So what do? His coach, who talked him into staying, you slam him. You say you don't endorse him at all as a quarterback and say he's not really academic. Thank you, Urban. Thank you for proving that you are just a cut above the rest of the skeevy coaches. The guy that let a serial murderer play on his team. The guy that had more arrests in a 3 or 4 year span than anyone in the country. The guy that goes to Ohio State and forgets all of that. It's nice to know that not only coaches are skeevy and they're liars, but they're totally oblivious and they're in denial. Urban Meyer, the least you could do for the kid is pat him on the back and say he's a good kid. E.J. Manuel was not a good quarterback for the Noles. And you know what Jimbo Fisher said? You'd be worth drafting him. Because you know what? It was his guy. Cardale Jones was your guy. Cardale Jones gave you a championship and cemented your legacy as a guy who won multiple championships at different schools. And what do? You spin his face. Thank you, Urban Meyer. I've already slammed you this whole time. Now I feel even more confident in the level of jerk that you are. This is the Lube Tube.